Hi, and welcome to another Finax podcast. My name is Tamara, and this is my colleague Emilio.
Hi, Tamara. Hi, everybody.
Emilio, today we are going to talk about how to determine your risk profile. Let's put it this way. Risk profile is basically a compromise of how much you can get versus how much you can risk, right? To put it very lightly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the ways we can determine our risk profile, how our platform, how our algorithm helps you do that.
And that is the beneficial, in today's world.
Yes, because if you
With
want to do it
robo-advisory.
individually, you need to know these steps.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that you are very honest when answering these questions, if you do it yourself or if you do it on our platform, for example.
And we always say to our clients as well, for the love of God, please be the more exact, and as you said, to be truthful there, because we are finding out, or the robo-advisory is finding out what is your experience, what is your knowledge, how would you react on the dynamic volatilities, market reactions.
And this is the particularly important question, because the first time you're going to experience some red color on your investment account, this is
then all
where
the
you're going to see
cognitive
these
biases will step
emotions.
in.
It's one thing thinking about it, but this is the other thing seeing it. We all know that people psychologically have a bigger reaction on potential loss, right, than they have on a potential gain. So we have to make sure that when we are thinking about it, we really are trying to imagine how we would feel in case we lose a certain amount of money, right?
And this is why, those questions are there. But as you know as well, a lot of clients, even if they put that they would not do anything if there was like huge market reaction, that they will even buy more, because we look at it as a discount. You can buy more for the less price.
Yes.
Obviously, if I have 1,000 euros.
Yeah, that's a perfect timing for investing is when the markets are down. But then this emotion comes in.
Yes.
And we always say emotions are the worst enemy of investing, right?
And the time is the best.
Exactly. It's the natural fear that person feels, when he or she has its savings in a certain investment and volatilities come. First few times the person is going to feel at least a little bit uncomfortable, right? But this is the way to learn, because we all have to be aware that it is an integral part of investing. Volatilities are normal. They are going to happen.
Oh, yeah, they happen every 5 to 6 years.
Exactly. But we still see historically how things go, and that the markets always grow, right? But the volatilities are normal. So in a way,
of the time,
you should be happy if your big volatilities or big drops happen at the beginning, because it just means that compound interest and everything else will help you have higher yields in the long run, right? So, but eventually they're going to happen. But that's the price you have to pay.
For the yields, yes, exactly.
So this is exactly what it is, risk profiling. How much of a price are you willing to pay in order to achieve your goal? In the long run, because it is inevitably going to happen that there are some volatilities. But the important thing is that you are really honest with yourself, how you're going to take it at that moment, so you don't destroy your long-term, for example, long-term investment because of the emotions in a certain moment.
In the certain period.
Because of the fear that happens at that time.
Yeah, so don't take those questions obviously lightly, and we need
to be calm, rather say, okay, I rather have a little bit smaller yields but less volatility, and then as you go, maybe in 2-3 years, you're going to see how things work. You're going to develop like a feeling for these things, and you will see that okay, there might be even a few years of crisis, when markets are really volatile. But at the end of the day, we know the economy always goes up and
historically, the markets are up like
exactly.
3/4 of the time.
Humankind is developing, so at the end of the day, things will go the right way. But it's something that you need to be aware of, and anyone who tells you that investing doesn't involve any volatilities
it's not true. It's not true, yeah, because
this is why we support passive investing, because exactly this, you do the automatization, you pay it into your account, you don't worry about it. You do not check every single day, your investment account, seeing whether things went 2% up or they went 5% down or whatever, because you know that you have a goal in or investment horizon, which
for
is
retirement
15 or 40
20
years.
Yes.
This kind of, short-term volatilities make no difference.
Oh, yeah, and they are normal. And I just want to maybe to point out that your risk profile will change, as I said, through the years. Yes. So even if you're younger, you can obviously be more dynamic, because you can maybe take more risk because you have a lot of years to cover.
Even if we talk about long-term, obviously.
Yes, if we're talking long-term. And obviously, as you become older, you're more conservative. You want to have like more fixed percentage of what will you earn on your yields or
you want to secure the amount that you already have, so that there is not too much volatility, because you might be very close to payout phase, or you are already in payout phase.
And you don't want to big volatility, the big changes. You will not see big changes up, but then you will not see the big changes down as well. So this is why you maybe have more balanced portfolio in that case. As you are younger, you can take more risk, obviously. So if you have longer, obviously as well, time horizon, you can take more equity. But if you are like older, you'll be more in the conservative side, more on the bond option. But that is perfectly normal, And your personal things change on a yearly basis, half-year basis. You think that you have plan on a 10-year.
Your income is different.
Yes, you can maybe do a 10-year plan, but it will change so much. Even on the state side, when they do like budgeting for the year, they never are the same. They need to do rebalance.
Yes.
Yeah, rebalancing of the budget. So you need to rebalance your investments, but you have on Robo Advisory platform, we are doing the rebalance for you, so you do not even worry about that. So this is the beneficial side from the Robo Advisory as well. But you need to answer those questions truthfully, so that you get the correct, so we can tailor the investment for you.
That's the goal of the Robo Advisor, to actually have algorithm really tailor a portfolio,
remove emotional
made
side
for this particular goal, because you can have more goals, and you will have more goals, but some of them will be more short term, like an emergency fund, or I don't know, buying a new car in a few years or whatever. And then you will have long term goals or mid-term goals, like I don't know, buying a new house, or at the end of the day, your pension. So these are different things. In that way, you're going to have different
allocation
strategies, because it highly depends on the investment horizon. So, but let's go back to these things that we were mentioning. So the most important things when thinking about the creating a risk profile are definitely, as you said, basically your knowledge, your experience, then your tendency or your ability to take risk, or to be emotionless when volatilities happen. Then very important part is also your net worth, or basically your total assets, and what part of your total assets you are investing. Because if you write that you're investing half of your total assets, and total assets mean house, car, everything you have on your bank account, your
income.
investment, all the things together are your total net assets, basically. So this is also something that algorithm will take into account when thinking of that. Then your income, and how many incomes you have, right? If you just have your salary, or you have some maybe dividends paid out, or some rent, or you have some side gigs, all these things add up and are telling the algorithm, how much money basically you have. But as we said, liabilities are something that can lead to you not being able to invest too dynamically because it means that you have a lot of debt, a lot of things.
In the meantime, if your liabilities go down through the years, you can go more dynamically.
But that's why budgeting and strategy change happens, because first of all, our budget changes because we, with the time, earn more. Most likely, statistically, we earn more as our career progresses.
Yeah, you're at the peak at the 40s, 50s with your paycheck, you know, and
you get more experience in investing, more knowledge. So all these kind of questions and answers that you have answered at the beginning are going to change over time, and this is why your profile and basically your account and your financial goals will change in a way that you can change your strategy. You have to be able to have a flexible account to do that, right? So that you can say, okay, now my categories in the profile have changed, and I'm able to go maybe more dynamic,
or more conservative, you know, or as you know, as your life expectancy or with your age.
Perfect example are basically these pension products, right? Which are allowing you to go very dynamically for a number of years because you are having a probably long horizon to get to the pension, and then last 10 years, for example, like our pan-European pension product,
the risky phase,
exactly, it gets down from 100% in equity, 0 in bonds, to 60-40, which stays during the payout phase, exactly because of this. We don't want to have too much volatilities in this last phase, where you want to make sure that your money is
paying out regularly secure, and it's not volatile. And and the best thing, you know, about robo-advisory platforms, you know, are they're emotionless. We said it many times in this podcast as well, but there were like a lot of statistics done. I don't know, the people that are gambling, when they lose $100, it is the same pain as they gained $200. So this is why maybe if we lose something,
the same emotion level.
It's the same emotional level. So when they lose 100 and when you gain 200.
And that's what I said at the beginning. Yes.
And this is why, you know, those emotions are such critical part, you know, and they're so maybe bad for us, because when we're listening our emotions, or what is we are talking in our head, that can be detrimental to our investment, you know, because if you then stop your compounding effect, you will never come back from it.
Not just that, if you withdraw the money when the markets are down because you suddenly
because you know
are stressed out, then you are ruining your.
The best example is that, you know, we're here when the COVID was here, when what to 2020, 2021, you know, and when market dropped 30%, and then you had like weeks when the market went up for 9%. So, you know, so there was like huge growth, and obviously the biggest falls always are followed by biggest gains. So, you know, you cannot know.
But everyone was expecting a W.
Yes,
so
but
this is the thing. Everyone, all the active investors who basically pray for a possibility like this,
but
most of them didn't make it, because it was suddenly minus 34, and then they were thinking, it's going to go further, I'm going to wait. I mean, in order to win, you had to guess right 2 times. When you're going down,
and nobody rings a bell when it's down and when it's up, so you can never know.
This is why the active investing is basically,
and this is why this profile, you know, is perfect for you. So you go through the onboarding, you go through the questionnaire, and based on your answer, you get the tailored investment for this part of your life. In the future, it can change.
And you have to stick to it. Because this is why it's tailored for you, because these are it's your current situation. So when the situation changes, you just go to your profile, you change answers, and then you can have
you're able to move, you know,
the
more
strategy adjusted
accordingly.
But you have to trust the process, you have to trust what you have, and you always have to feel comfortable with your investment. And this is why, if someone is suggesting you that it's great to have 100% of your goal in equity, that's fine, because that might be fine for that person,
but
it doesn't necessarily mean that it's fine for you and for your own goal that we are talking about, the one in question. As we said, if we are talking about emergency fund, we're not going to put our money 100% in equity, because it's something that we want to achieve this goal in a rather short term, because we might need this money basically tomorrow, right? But then again, we don't want to have it too conservative, because we might not need that money for a longer period of time, hopefully, right? So we want our money to work, but we cannot afford to have it 100% in equity, because when the time comes that we need to withdraw, we don't want it to be in minus, right? So this is why there is a algorithm who, as you said, objectively basically sets up all the things for you, so that
you don't need to do anything.
You don't have to worry about these things.
You can put your legs on the couch.
And you mentioned rebalancing. It's one of also important things which are really, really tough to do on your own. And when done properly,
and done correctly,
like in our case, right? They can gain you extra money,
percentage
like,
points,
exactly.
0.5% in our portfolios, but
0.4 to 0.6. But as I said, it is really important to determine, how you feel about the risk, and basically what are your possibilities.
Yeah, and to be truthful to yourself, Don't lie to yourself in this case, because if something happens, then you will be even more.
You will be disappointed. You will be angry at yourself. At the end of the day, you're not going to achieve your goal, and you might actually finish with investing before even starting to invest properly. So these are something that's something that I think people should keep in mind when thinking about that and opening their account, because it's very important to set it up right. Thank you, Emilia. I think we have covered this topic and everything we wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching us again, and hope to see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.